This video is brought to you by Audio, and more about them later. So I really feel like we should talk about this camera. This is the Nikon ZFC, and I've had it for a little bit now, and I would like to say that it is a great starter camera, retro feel and vibe to it. And that's nice, right? Because usually when you're trying to be creative, you want to pick up a piece of gear that is going to inspire you to, whether it's taking photos or videos or just try to get those creative juices flowing. And I believe that this could be it. And let me explain to you why. So let's just jump right into the video. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Neil and I am a part-time photographer, mostly a videographer slash inspiring filmmaker. And today I just want to talk about this little neat camera that has inspired me to want to get more back into photos, and that is the Nikon ZFC. And I really like this camera for a number of reasons. One, it does take great pictures and the video on it as well is not bad. So I'm not going to do like a technical dive into the camera, but I will say that it is a 20.6 megapixel sensor. It is a crop sensor and it does take some really nice photos, as you will see here on the screen. As far as video, it can shoot 4K up to 30 frames per second, and also it does 120 frames per second in 1080p. Now, you're not going to get anything like log settings on this. It does have a flat profile that's built in and other profiles, but it's a nice camera for the fact that it's small, it's portable. You can have it as your everyday carry. So that's a reason why I like it. It's not a Fuji, but it has that Fuji vintage retro look to it, as you can see here. And overall, the camera is just really easy to use. So if you just want to take it with you out and about as an everyday carry, or if you want to take it with you when you travel, on vacation, or if you head to the mountains or the beach even, just pretty much anywhere, it's so small. Like literally, if it didn't have the lens on it, you could probably fit it in most pockets. So that's what I really like about it, besides the aesthetic of it. Now, another cool thing, even though it's not Fuji, it does have film simulations that you can bake right into here. There's a community out there of Nikon users that have created film simulations that are really close to what you would say get in a Fuji. You got, simulations that kind of look like Eterna, Kodachrome, Velvia, Sophia, Monochrome. So I will link that in the description below, but that's a cool thing about it too. So if you don't want to do a lot of post-processing while you're editing, you can shoot and it will bake it right into the footage, into your JPEG. So that's pretty nice. Another good reason why I really like this camera is because of the lenses. Yes, it is a crop sensor camera, but crop sensor lenses are much more affordable than, say, full frame glass. Like for instance, this Viltrox 40 millimeter 2.5 was only like 148 bucks for this lens. And yes, 40 millimeters on a crop sensor is probably more like 56 if I'm not mistaken, if I'm calculating that 1.5 crop factor correctly. A lot of people shoot with 50 millimeter lens as their one and only prime lens. And yes, it is 2.5, and yes, it is on a crop sensor, so you're not going to get incredibly large or smooth bokeh with it, but you get enough. So, the reasons why I would say to get this camera is because you want a fun, everyday camera. And then for video, it's no slouch either. As you've seen in the B-roll, and I'll insert some more here, the video quality on it is great. Now, you're not going to be able to, again, get any sort of flexibility in post as far as pushing your colors here and there, but just expose your image correctly and you won't have any problems with it. Even though it's 8-bit footage, it still looks good. They do have some profiles, like I said in here, standard, neutral, flat. So you do have a little bit of ability to push colors, but it's not going to give you that type of, latitude when it comes to 10-bit and 12-bit. But overall, man, the camera's just nice. And I have this little, basically extended grip on it. So I got fairly large hands, so that helps when gripping the camera and actually being able to hold it and not worried about dropping it. And also you can get like that little wrist strap quick release. Peak Design makes it. There's a few third-party manufacturers that make it, so that way you could put that right there to strap it around your wrist. That makes it really convenient to carry as well. But overall, it's a really cool camera and I think you guys should consider it. These are going super cheap. Like when I say super cheap, I mean like anywhere between $600 to $700 on eBay, and they're look to be in pretty good condition. All I will say is when you go to buy it, just check the feedback of the seller, see what that's looking like with customers' past experiences when buying electronics, especially cameras from them. Check the shutter count, check the pictures to make sure that they are, representing the actual item that you're getting. But overall, the Nikon's fun, man. It really is. So I really like it. Today's sponsor of the video is Audio, and in case you haven't heard of Audio, it is a music licensing and sound effect platform. And if you want to level up your videos post-production with some awesome music for your videos, then you should definitely check out Audio. They have a huge library from different artists with different genres. You can get anything from lo-fi to rap to hip-hop, electro, country, anything of the sort you can find on Audio. And then another cool thing is they have a lot of sound effects. So if you want ambiance, if you want animals, if you want water, if you want wind, if you want risers and whooshes and swooshes, you can get all of that on Audio, and it's pretty awesome. And now they have a new feature called Link Match AI. So if you find a song on Spotify that you really like, just copy that URL from Spotify, paste it into Audio, and it's going to find similar song tracks that are like the song that you pasted in that you like. So it's going to give you those songs that they already have in their library that sound very similar. So you don't have to go searching for a song that sounds like the one that you want to use, although you probably can't use it because it's maybe a mainstream song and you would get, copyright strikes and, licensing things that are negative in manner on your channel. Right now, for a limited time, if you go ahead and click the link in the description, you can get 70% off of the Audio Pro membership, which not only gives you the music library, but also the sound effects by using my code SAVE70 at checkout. I'll show you something kind of silly real quick. I got the Tamron. Woo! Tamron 35 to 150 for Z mount. And while it looks ridiculous on here, guess what? It still works. So yeah, that looks pretty dumb, but nonetheless, it could work. So yes, full frame lenses would work on here. And basically you're just gonna, again, double that focal length 1.5 times, and that's what you're gonna end up with. But yeah, that looks pretty silly on a vintage retro camera, but guess what? It works. So that's pretty cool too. And I'm going to actually be doing a review on this 35 to 150 Z mount on a Nikon Z8 and hopefully a Nikon Z6 III here soon. So yeah, if you're in the market for a camera that you can not only shoot photos with, but also shoot videos with, for videos, I think it's great for just doing, out and about stuff. Even for like this, YouTube, like if you're looking for a nice camera to do both, shoot good video, if you want to start a YouTube channel or just get some clips while you're out and about and be able to do photo, this is a good hybrid option for you. And best of all, it looks cool, right? So you can't beat it there. As far as inputs and everything, it does have a mic input on the side. It does have mini HDMI as well. And it also has a USB-C connection, so you can charge the battery in here via USB-C. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to share my experiences and why you should probably consider getting the ZFC as a starter camera, as an everyday camera, as a YouTube camera, because the cool thing about it is it's cheap, it looks really cool and retro, and you can do both photo and video with it, and it's no slouch in either or department. So that does it for today's video. Just wanted to give you my thoughts. I think you should really consider this camera if you're looking for your first camera or if you're just looking for something fun. I really like this ZFC by Nikon. So if you got any questions or if you want to leave comments, if you already own this camera or plan on getting it, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, be safe, be kind, and guys, take care of each other, be creative, and I'll see you on the next video.